What awakening is realizing that you are a player in this game, but you also exist outside of it. Really what this 3D space-time reality is a simulation of the larger infinite reality which exists outside of space-time, which is what they've proven in quantum physics and science now. But in order for us to feel and experience this, we have to let go and surrender to this process of awakening and this shift in consciousness. It's getting outside of our bubble, the me bubble. I love that word, but getting outside of the me bubble to see that what I really am, the I that goes beyond my name, what I wear, where I'm from, is so much bigger, infinitely bigger than I can possibly imagine. It's beyond what we can imagine. It's beyond thought. And so this 3D space-time world is a condensed version of this infinite reality which exists outside of space-time. And we can feel this like when we meditate. This is where meditators go to this space where they are able to, we see and feel that we're not our thoughts, that there is a field which is behind all form, all appearance, all thought, all feeling, and that field is the gateway into eternity, right? But we chose to come into this game. We chose to come into this incarnation to feel this level of limitation, to feel pain, to feel suffering, to feel limited, and that's okay. It's an amazing game we're in. And when I say game, I don't mean that it's not real. It is very much real, but it is a localized, a condensed version of the infinite reality, which is where you exist. So when this game finishes, consciousness almost unbinds from localizing itself. It unbinds from the body into this expansive reality, the spirit world, the infinite, the beyond. And that is the process of awakening here, is realizing that we are from the beyond, and the beyond is where we always are. But we come here to explore this level of limitation and explore what it feels like to lose ourselves this deeply in a game. But we could also, we come here to master this simulation game and really explore as much of it as we can. And through that exploring, right, we eventually see that we exist beyond this. But all it is getting into this moment now, seeing that we are a creator, right? We're the creator of this game. We are the creator of this simulation as one eternal being, whether it is as one eternal being or as our infinite self. And there is a sense of... there is a personal sense there. It could be either. We can't say exactly what it is. It is an intuition and a best guess, really, from what I've experienced connecting to other, other realms and places outside of space-time. It's endless. It's infinite. So really, we come here to master this world of space-time and form. We are a human, even though there is the transcendental, there is the infinite. We are a human being, right? We are a human being that has flaws, has feelings, has difficulties, but we come here to master that. So you are a creator in this space-time world. You create every feeling, every thought. Every experience. In some sense, you do have a big say over what happens. So the power in this is realizing that this power comes from now, from this place of now, you know, that there's an energetic vibration, and it's what we're sharing now, and that comes through every word, every feeling, every action. But eventually, you know, what this is just an unbinding from what we're not. We're born into this, and the simulation starts when we're younger. We're born into this world in complete oneness and connection with everything, but then we're told, this is who you are, you can't do that, you shouldn't do that. And it's because what we've done, what's happened here is we've unbinded from the force of nature. So we've unbinded from the force of nature into this samsara, this disconnection, right? Now it's even stronger through technology, into this world of samsara, which is, they call it samsara, which is the wheel of suffering, and that's the disconnection from ourself and nature. But then what we're doing is we're unbinding from that. We're unbinding from the concepts of what we've been told to believe, from, you know, who we think we should be, you know, anything illusory that causes us to suffer that isn't true. You know, all of these things, we're unbinding from that to connect to the force of nature, which is connected and always has been to this deeper reality. And we are that nature. As one, we are that nature, and we're part of it. It's not like I'm that nature and you're not, because that's when we that's when we get a false identity through that. We are that nature. So we're unbinding from what we're not, and that can feel quite intense, right? We're letting go of layers of what we're not, and we're connecting to this force of nature, this divine intelligence, and that's going to feel intense, but it is incredibly grounding, while being powerful. So it's either you connect to this force of nature, connect to this eternal reality, or you stay in disconnect and suffering. And we connect to this through getting present, being here fully, and just allowing. And then when we're in this moment, we see we create everything. The past and the future are only ever referenced now, only ever referenced in the now. And so then we see we are a creator. In some sense, we create our past. The past is imagined now. So we create the lens through which we want to see that, right? And so it's this constant transformation of this moment of really unbinding from what we're not, and the consciousness just starts flowering, right? And that's when we do flower into this eternal reality. So all it is a flowering into this eternal reality. Death is only a thought that we have. Death is only something that we imagine, like we imagine death in the future, but that's only ever imagined now. So if we choose to stay in disconnect through, you know, anxiety and narratives and past story, and we have this idea that we're going to die, then we will experience that, and it will be painful. We will just come back into this simulation. But as soon as we get connected with this moment, with the reality, the deeper reality of this moment and nature, the force of nature, we see that that is eternal. We don't die, we just keep flowering. It's the eternal flower that never ends. And so this is the power, the trick, which is really hard, is knowing that in this simulation, we are in a phase of strong disconnect, and it's going to get harder. More world events will happen. You know, there's more to come, but through this more to come, through that suffering, we have a choice to either really give this a go of allowing ourselves to surrender, to allow that force, that energy, that nature of who we are to come through, or not. It's very difficult though. You know, you go outside now, you go on the train, everyone's on their phone in a city, people look so unhappy, the life force is just depleted. So, you know, it's eventually it will take, whether it's in this lifetime or not, it will take, you know, more chaos, more destruction to realize what we are. And that is beyond all chaos, all destruction, because you know yourself in that. You know yourself in everyone and everything, so you couldn't possibly cause harm. And this is how we get out of the simulation. It's choosing our eternal being now, or we choose linearity and disconnection and suffering. But it is worth it. The force of what you are, the force of what is here and alive, and that is ultimately us, is so powerful. And you start feeling it. You start feeling it through just this moment, knowing that there's something behind everything that's being said, everything that you say, because you are me. You are this force. You are this force now. And that is your way out of this wheel of suffering in the simulation. And then, we create a beautiful world. We create a beautiful game. And then we came here to really create, inform. So just trust what's happening, and know that it is a choice. It is a choice, and you can make that choice now just by realizing your power behind everything you do now. Okay, I love you. Bye.